yesterday there were reports coming out about the FTC filing to block the Xbox Activision Blizzard acquisition, trying to get a temporary restraining order, which would give 2 weeks so that Microsoft wouldn't be able to do anything and close the Xbox Activision Blizzard acquisition. And now we have the official report that this has occurred, as they have filed in federal court. So we have this report here from The Verge saying the FTC files to block Microsoft from buying Activision Blizzard. The FTC is asking for U.S. courts to stop Microsoft from acquiring Activision Blizzard while the government's bigger case to block the merger plays out. And as we know, they did sue to block the deal, and they were potentially going to be going to court on August 2nd. It says the FTC originally filed a legal challenge to try and block Microsoft's proposed Activision Blizzard acquisition in December, and now is seeking a temporary restraining order and injunction from a U.S. federal district court. And here is what the complaint reads. It says that both a temporary restraining order and a preliminary injunction are necessary because Microsoft and Activision have presented that they may consummate their proposed acquisition at any time. We know that Microsoft is moving to close this deal. July 18th was potentially that date, and people were thinking that they were just going to close it without the approvals of the CMA, as they are going through the appeals process. It continues here saying that the FTC filed its complaint just as Microsoft is progressing with its appeal against UK regulators' decision to block its proposed acquisition. The timing is just weeks before the July 18th deal deadline, which, I mean, it's just around the corner. July 18th is Sunday coming up. So we would have a lot more information about what was going to be happening here with the deal, looking to close it, all that type of stuff. Now, the FTC, they say, is concerned that Microsoft may be preparing to close, and that's why they're going ahead in doing this. And here is a quote here from the FTC. They say, press reports began circulating suggesting the defendants were seriously contemplating closing their proposed acquisition despite the pending administrative litigation and the CMA orders. So, I mean, it makes sense why they're trying to go ahead and do this. And now the U.S. judge will have to decide whether they're going to be issuing a temporary restraining order or not to restrict Microsoft from closing the deal for 2 weeks, and a preliminary injunction that would prevent Microsoft from closing until the FTC's legal challenge, which is an evidentiary hearing scheduled for August 2nd. So they are, like we talked about in the other video, trying to prolong this thing to get Microsoft to spend more money, waste more time, all of that type of stuff, because all signs are pointing here to Microsoft having the arguments to win against the FTC in court. Here's the actual document itself. And Bobby Kotick actually commented on this, and he had this to say. This is an email that he has sent to his employees, and he says, this is a welcome update and one that accelerates the legal process. We will now have the opportunity to more quickly present the facts about our merger, which supports our hundreds of millions of players, helps protect American workers, provides increased shareholder value for the millions of people whose retirement savings and pension benefits will increase as a result of the acquisition, enables 2 American companies to more effectively compete against the global competitors that dominate the video game industry around the world. And it says our excellent legal team has been preparing for this move for more than a year, and we're already to present our case to a federal judge who can evaluate the transaction on its merits. Brad Smith also commented here saying today's action by the FTC to file suit in our Activision case in federal court should accelerate the decision-making process. This benefits everyone. We always prefer constructive and amicable paths with the government, but I have confidence in our case and look forward to presenting it. So a lot of people here are saying that Microsoft baited the FTC to do this by all of the reports coming out essentially saying that they were going to be closing by July 18th. And now with them doing this, this is going to accelerate the legal process and allow them to present their case in court and try to beat the FTC. So this thing is moving forward. Seems like we are almost getting to the end. I mean, at the very least, if they go to court August 2nd, that should wrap up, and then we will have that conclusion as to what is going to happen between the FTC and Xbox and Activision Blizzard. And then obviously it's going through the appeals process with the CMA. So hopefully this thing ends soon. Sooner rather than later. I mean, it's getting to that end game where I think more information is going to be coming out, so we will definitely stay updated on it. If it does go to court, it will be very interesting to see if we see some stuff come out about the subpoenas and the information that they getting from PlayStation that they were forced to actually give out when it comes to their third-party deals and their exclusive deals, which I think would be extremely interesting. But I'll keep you guys updated. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up. If you are new here, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.